start this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense to go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it way down the field. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
It really is no mystery. And Race, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run. But how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game tackle. This guy is good, man. And so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense. Great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Beck. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go right back to him. Still on his feet at the 35. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Reads it, fires complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Joseph on the play action. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got some room, it was over.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20, the 10, into the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Saw a crease, nothing but for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fired complete. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Joseph. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy.
Here's a little room there. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Joseph. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Badgers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Peoples.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the 4th down.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Throwing Joseph. Good timing on the quick out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to People. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
Trying to get it in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. This drive will open from the 15. The corners are walked up tight. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the quick pass. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Joseph. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Now here's Joseph. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. And it's Kennesaw State looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Happy Valley. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters. from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He might want another play.
Check, check, check. 2290 Mountain. 2290 Mountain. Q. There you go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Got the quick completion. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Hand off, Peoples running left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Peoples. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got him. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Fires to the big fella. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Throwing Joseph. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it down the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The Badgers strike right back.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking for a crease, it's Martin. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Got a little grass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. Makes the catch, and he's free. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll run out of the gun. James Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. He'll run it again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late.
Headed to the end zone. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Joseph plucks it out of the air. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. He'll heave it deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Great place to start for this offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game off offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the air, it's Beck. Buys a little time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that.
He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Throwing Joseph on target. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Again, it's Joseph. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Joseph. He's taking a deep shot. Catch inside the 25. Finds some room. Touchdown, Badgers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and third on the season.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes. And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And he's dragged down. The Badgers now use their third timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw it again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave them a little bit of hope.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Throwing Joseph. Zings it complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got a man. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.